Taehyung, you Harley, and of course Arya showed how married him. You was the one who told Taehyung about him, but why didn't you get him arrested when the doctor got arrested? Maybe she should have thought about Ara. She didn't want to make her sad. Whatever it is, this is the right time to turn the table against Taehyung and you. They should know who is he. They should know that they can't do anything to him. Scott came to his room thinking about this. In the meanwhile, Taehyung got did his lips from you forehead. You, what happened? Taehyung, I am sorry I am making you trump card to play my game. Said feeling sad. You, why are you getting emotional? This is all get the culprit arrested. I can understand Taehyung. Taehyung, no you, I know what you have done for me, but I never think you could have done something that can be touch my close ones heart so deeply until Harley stood for you. You know, Harley never talked looking at my face, but today he didn't mind about doing anything. You was able to say something, but Taehyung stopped you by showing his palm. Taehyung, I didn't blame him. I can understand what made him to do it. He is a true servant of our family. You should have overfilled him with your service. That's what made him appreciate towards you. You is a nice person, Taehyung. I told you he helped me. Taehyung, yeah, but I don't know to this extent he chuckled. You have no idea how much he felt happy to see your recovery. Taehyung, you, why do you come to my room? Taehyung, just felt to see you, hug you, kiss you. You, what? No, go to your room. On the other side, Scott is bringing Ara to your room. Taehyung, why you? What if anyone see you? It is risk, Taehyung. Taehyung, this is what it did me. He signed. You told this for a few days. Taehyung, I will try. He lay on the bed. You, what are you doing, Taehyung? Asked nervously. Taehyung, I am going to sleep in your room today on your bed with you. You, Taehyung, I am scared. Said squeezing your hand. Taehyung pulled you toward him and you fell on his chest. Taehyung circled you in his arms. Taehyung, this is how I want to be. He smiled. In the meanwhile, Ara and Scott room. Scott came to his room and saw Ara tossing on the bed. Scott, princess, come with me, said hastily. Ara sat on the bed and looked at him, getting agitated. Scott rushed to her and removed the clip that was covering her lower body. Scott, princess, get down. He pulled her hand. Ara, what happened, Scott? Why are you calling me? Scott, you just come with me. I will clear everything. What are you going to clear? Scott, princess, we are getting cheated. What is happening around us is not true. Ara, what are you talking about? Tell me clearly. Scott, Princess Taehyung and you aren't acting in front of us. Ara, what do you mean? She frowned. Scott, Taehyung accepted you as his wife, but he is pretending like he doesn't. Ara, but why? Scott, to make you suffer? Ara, what? Scott, yes, I think it's Yu's plan. Ara, what do you mean? Scott, she should have changed Taehyung's mind because she wanted to be his first priority. Ara, you is not such a girl. Scott, do you think I am lying? Ara, how do you know that? What made you suspect them? Scott, I saw Taehyung going to your room. Ara, when? Scott, just now he is in her room only. What is he doing in her room at this late night? Ara frowned. Scott, didn't he say he doesn't want to accept her as his wife? Is this the time to talk to your friend? Why not he just talk to her in the daytime? Why is this thievishness? Ara, did you see him going to her room? Asked nervously. Scott, promise princess. I saw him entering her room. Her room door is locked from the inside. Ara, let's go. Ara walked out and Scott followed her. At Yu's room outside, they came to your room and it was locked from the inside. As Scott said, Ara knocked on the door. Scott waited with a smirk. Scott meant the young mask will be torn in a few seconds. He supposed the door got open. You, sister, you frowned. Who opened the door? Yu's room. Without responding to you, Ara entered in searching for Taehyung. She stopped moving. Taehyung, what happened, sister? What are you doing here? Ara got shocked. Ara, nothing, Taehyung, Ara threw an angry glare at Scott. Scott gulped hard, seeing Hallie also in your room with Taehyung. Ara, who entered Yu's room, got stuck, seeing Hallie with Taehyung. Taehyung, what happened, sister? Ara, nothing, Taehyung. I just come to talk to you, she stammered. Taehyung, what's so urgent that you entered her room without even getting her permission? Asked with a serious expression. Ara got stuck for a while. Ara, Taehyung, just because she's a girl you bought for 10 million, will you enter her room without her permission? Asked, lifting his brows, having loath in his tone. Not only Ara, but also you was embedded by his direct hint. Ara, I didn't expect you would be here in her room, said gulping. Taehyung, I think you didn't understand what I asked you. I am not talking about whether someone is in her room or not. I am talking about entering her room without her permission. Ara, no, Taehyung. I was confused. She stumbled, cutting her. Taehyung, about what, sister? What is there to get confused? That too in this time? He looked at the wall clock that showed 10 o'clock. Ara was silent. Scott, but Taehyung, what Hallie and you are doing here at this time? Taehyung, I want to discuss an important thing about the evil medicine with you and Hallie. Past lawyer, sir. That's why I called Hallie here. Any problem? Asked mockingly. Scott looked at Ara. Then I asked what made you confused. It seemed he was not ready to leave the issue easily. Ara glared at Scott, composing herself. Ara, because of you, I am confused, Taehyung. I didn't expect you would be stubborn in your decision not to accept you as your wife. Ara, I thought you would consider my request. I think I have done a big mistake by getting you married to you. I understand that I have spoiled an innocent life. I don't know how to compensate for it. As the damage was already done, I am feeling helpless, Taehyung, said helplessly. She left the place hurriedly. Scott followed her silently. After making sure that they left the place, Taehyung thanks Harley. Harley smiled at him and went out of the room and stood a little aloof. He didn't leave the place as he could not trust Scott, who could come back again. You hoofed in relief. Don't you think you were rude to sister? Taehyung, I was, but it was needed. I can't believe she even forgot the respect, said Viti. Your brother-in-law would have squeezed her. Taehyung, doesn't she have a brain? How could she be manipulated easily? Won't she think anything on her own? Would she believe anything? And by her bloody husband, asked irritatingly. He saw you coming to my room, Taehyung. Yeah. So what if I am in your room? Will the world stop its rotation? She wants me to accept you as my wife. But she would spy on us if I come to your room. What the heck? This is why I asked you to go to your room. What if I did not since got checking my room? Then I would have told them I decided to accept you as my wife. Simple, said simply. You please don't come to my room, Taehyung. Please avoid such an unnecessary pestilence. Taehyung, okay, I won't come to your room until I accepted you as my wife in front of everyone. Taehyung was about to go. You clutched his hand. Taehyung looked at you like, what now? Are you upset with me? Taehyung, so you are upset. Taehyung, you don't be so childish, Taehyung. Taehyung, he folded his hand. You know what? It is too tough to handle you. Taehyung, you closed his mouth with your palm. You stop. You are so called sauce. You are a tough nut to crack. Taehyung suckled you in his arm. Taehyung, you have to crack. After all, you are my wife. And I know you would crack if you want to do it. His voice became muscular. You knew it was a sign of an upcoming danger. I think you should go, said, dusting his shirt slightly. Taehyung, I was about to. It was you who purposely stopped me and pulled me into an argument. You, what to do if your face hung? Reported. What will you do if my face hung? You, it doesn't feel good. Taehyung, am I looking ugly when I am upset? Asked her teasingly. You are looking so hot when you are upset, said, controlling your smile. Taehyung pulled his head back a little surprisingly. Taehyung, you mean I am not looking good when I am smiling? You are always look good. Taehyung, it seems someone is getting crazy about me. He smiled. You nodded his, rotating his shirt button with your index finger. Taehyung, then come to my room. No one dared to enter my room without my permission. You bit your lip. You, I will come to your room rightfully. Taehyung, do you really want me to go now? Asked smiling. You nodded sadly. Taehyung, okay, good night. Kissed your forehead. You, good night. You embrace him. That wondered Taehyung. Taehyung, if you act like crazy, how could I go to my room? You looked at him pouting and broke the hug. You, bye. Taehyung, bye. Taehyung dashed your forehead with his hand walked. He stopped at the entrance and looked at you with a mild smile. You folded your lip and nodded go. Taehyung walked away from your room, thinking deeply. In the meanwhile, Ara and Scott room. Ara looked distressed. Scott, I can understand your state princess. How could Taehyung talk to you like that, cutting him? Ara, I should not have entered your room without her permission, said with regret. Scott, but what's wrong with that? Ara, it is absolutely wrong to enter anyone's room without their permission. It is not a good manner. I think Taehyung is suspecting my intention, said restlessly. Scott, but Ara showed her palm and stopped him, glaring at him. Scott gulped down. Ara walked to the bed. Scott rolled his eyes irritatingly. Ara sat on the bed, closing her face with her palms. Scott came and sat next to her. Scott, princess, you should understand Taehyung is no more your old brother. In fact, he was never. It was you who loved him unconditionally, but he never loved you as you do. Ara looked at him, getting her teeth. Ara, shut up. Don't you dare to talk to me like that. Tebame with her. Don't you dare compare our love. Of course he was never like me. So what? This is not a business. This is not give and take policy. No doubt my love for my brother is unconditional. If I start expecting him to love me as I do, it will become a trait. I don't want to be selfish. I just want to accept you. Not just me. You is a nice girl. Taehyung will be happy with you. She will make him happy. That's all that I want. If Taehyung accepts you, I am going to be staying in Kim Mansion. After that, because Taehyung won't need anyone if you is with him. Scott was awestruck. Could Ara leave Kim Mansion if Taehyung accepted her? His eyes sparkled. If this was what Ara wanted, we would have gotten into the matter severely and made them together long ago. Scott, princess, what you just said is true. Ara, don't you trust my words? Scott, but Taehyung will feel bad if you leave Kim Mansion. Ara, it doesn't matter if it has to happen. I wanted to be here because Grandma was ill and Lily was sewing when we get married. If you take Kim Mansion responsibility, I will be peaceful because she is capable of doing anything. Scott hoofed in relief. He was ready. He wanted to find a way to make Taehyung accept you. If Taehyung accepts you, then Nara would come with him to his house. They could live happily without any disturbance, Scott thought. The next morning, dining room. Kim gathered at dining as usual except Taehyung. Grandma, Harley called Taehyung. Harley, he's not at home, Grandma. Scott, where did he go? Harley, don't know, brother-in-law. He was not in his room when I went to give him coffee. I searched for him all over Kim Mansion, but he is not anywhere. All of us paid a glance, including you. Grandma, didn't he say he will take you with him to the commissioner office? Lily, huh, Grandma, but where did he go so earlier? No one had no idea but Taehyung went. Taking his mobile, Scott called Taehyung, but he didn't attend his call. Scott, he is not attending the call, said lowering the phone from his ear. Grandma, let him come home. Time was passing. Neither Taehyung came to Kim Mansion, nor did he attend anyone call. Everybody was waiting in the living room for Taehyung, but Lily couldn't. She called Arya to know where was Taehyung. Arya received her call. Living room. Lily, Arya, where is Appa? Arya, he is coming to Kim Mansion. Lily, was he with you? Arya, I was with him. Lily, where did you guys go? Arya, we went to the commissioner house. Lily, commissioner house? But why? Arya, Taehyung is taking the issue very personally, so he came with the report of every medicine. Lily, but he just got the medicine from Harley only yesterday. Then how did he test the medicine so quickly? Asked her stunningly. Arya, your brother is Kim Taehyung. Don't forget that. Anything is possible for him. I think he should have approached some high-level officer to do the test. Collecting the report, he met the commissioner at his house in person. The commissioner ordered the crew to follow the case in front of Kim Taehyung. Then only he got satisfied. Lily signed. Arya, he will be at Kim Mansion anytime. Disconnect the call. Lily, okay, bye. She came to the living room, disconnect the call. Lily, Appa went to meet the commissioner to file the case very personally, it seems. All of them looked at her surprisingly. Scott, to meet the commissioner so earlier, but the commissioner come to the office only after 10 o'clock. Lily, that's why Appa went to his house to meet him. I think Appa will not sit quietly until the main culprit get arrested. You looked at Scott, who smiled at her awkwardly. Grandma, he has to do it. No matter who they are, they must be punished. Ara, yes, Grandma. How dare they played with Taehyung's right? Who gave the right to touch her Taehyung? Whoever it is, he should not rot in hell, said furiously, not noticing how her husband was suffocating. They heard Taehyung call her and they stood up from the couch. Taehyung entered Kim Mansion like a stone as usual. All of them were looking at him, getting ready to ask him about the case. But as if no one expected, he strode to you and hugged you tight, making everyone awestruck, including you. Taehyung made everyone awestruck by hugging you, including you. You widened your eyes, getting shocked. What was this man made up of? What was there in this damn mind? Don't know when and how he would give shock everyone. Didn't know what reason he was going to give for this sensational hug. You thought Taehyung broke the hug, but he didn't get detached from you. His hands were still wiggling your shoulders. Taehyung, thank you so much. Thank you so much for whatever you have done for me. I just can't find a word other than thank you. Just today I got to know your value. Just today I realized what you did for me is something no one ever could imagine. You are a girl who should be celebrated. I am sorry for not understanding you before itself. I am sorry I didn't know the seriousness of the issue before. I would not have refused to accept you as my wife if I had known the real issue, said Inigo. You got stuttered. Was he ready to accept you as his wife in front of everyone? He was reading his face with the expectation of knowing his mind. Whereas Kim became happy with his statements. On the other side, Scott was in an anonymous state. He could not believe Taehyung accepted you as his wife. He was undoubtedly happy about it because Sarah would leave Kim Mansion and would come to his house. At the same time, he was scared too. He didn't assume what Taehyung and you togetherness was going to bring for him. You ran your eyes on Kim, who looked super happy. Of course, he was also happy, but he was curious to know the reason for his sudden acceptance. He looked at Taehyung. Taehyung, I tested the medicine again. The doctor who tested it got horrified. He said whoever behind the medicine must be heartless barbarians. Taehyung said that, observing Scott, who was horrified hearing that. He looked at Tara, whose face emptied an extreme level of shock. Of course, Taehyung said that in front of Kim because he wanted them to know about the medicine and all the seriousness of its effect, because he knew you wouldn't have told him about the cruelty of the medicine. That medicine compound is forbidden in many countries, including Korea, due to the effect that creates in women. It makes the man wild because it turns the hormones wild. The man who consumes it becomes uncontrolled and it keeps his mental stable unstable. I can understand how much you should have battled with me. You are an epic character. You could have enjoyed your life lavishing with the title of Mrs. Kim Yu Tang, completely ignoring me, but you didn't. Seemingly, you are a neighbor. You have dashed guts that are impressive, the young added. Ara, shall we think you accepted her as your wife? Said curiously. Then, of course, sister, I don't think I can get a better wife than you. I'm proud of her, said looking at you with a mild smile. That smile spread onto everyone's face, whereas you lost yourself in a smile. How adorable this man was. How clearly I accepted you as his wife, putting a valuable reason that can't be doubted. Tian nodded at Kim's circling your shoulder. Then I would like to announce my wedding by throwing a grand reception party, guys. Lily rushed you and pulled you for a tight up. Lily, congratulations you. No, Mrs. K, you, Taehyung, she kissed you stick. Taehyung, I am highly disappointed with you, Lily, said, and that changed Lily's facial expression. Lily, Bayappa, Taehyung, being a good friend, she saved your life, but you failed to do the same. When your turn came, Lily, I didn't get you, Appa. What are you talking about? Tell me clearly. Taehyung rolled his eyes. Then, yeah, if you can understand everything with a simple hint, you yourself would have passed an exam without your help. Lily, oh, are you talking about my exam? Damn, no, not at all. She saved you from me, but you didn't mind saving her from marrying me? Is not she your friend? Is this what your friend is? Asked with a serious facial expression. Lily, Appa, I honestly tried my best. I wasn't fine with the marriage, but sister wasn't ready to listen to anyone, said looking at her up. Then you should have filed a case with the police. Not only Lily, but also everyone looked at him shockingly. Then what is the use of your graduation? It is not used to take decision in a crucial time. Taehyung folded his hand. Lily, how could I file a case against sister? Asked horrified. Taehyung, you have to if you find her doing wrong. If not, you would have at least intimidated her. Lily looked at Tara, who was also shocked. Words were not coming from Mara's mouth. We should stand for right no matter what. Just because the wrong girl is your sister, how could you be blind? Asked Lily. Taehyung each and every statement changed Scott's stomach. It felt like it was an indirect warning for him. Of course, yes, if he was so strict with his own sister for what she did then, what about his condition? In fact, Tara was not completely wrong. More than that, her date gave them only fruitful consequences. Yet Taehyung wasn't ready to forgive her easily. Of course, this was why Taehyung didn't forgive Tara easily. Because Taehyung didn't want Tara to think he could forgive Scott anytime. He didn't want to it happen for any reason. Grandma, Taehyung, I agree what Hara has done is wrong. But don't forget, you got you like a good girl because of Hara wronged it. Just because I accepted you as my wife, we can't categorize the wrong as right, Grandma. It is a matter just like walking on eggs. I accepted her, so we can consider it's a happy ending. But what if I don't? Or what if I never got cured? What if you didn't feel to stop the medicine but continue giving it to me? Lily, Appa, please forget it and start a new life with you. Lily pleaded. Ara felt dejected by Taehyung's harsh statement. It was visible on her face. Ara, I would like to tell you something, Taehyung. Taehyung, you can say anything, sister. Just because I am disappointed with you, it doesn't mean you are persuaded to talk. You don't have to hesitate. Ara, I have decided something. Taehyung, tell me, sister. Ara, I have decided to leave Kim Mansion. Though Taehyung didn't expect it, he wasn't surprised. He looked at Scott, who was trying not to control his eye. Various grandma and Lily were shocked. Of course, you also. You, why did you make such a decision, sister? You was the one who asked first worryingly. I should have done that long ago, just like all the women do. I stayed here after my wedding because I didn't want to leave grandma alone at that time. But now you are here, you will manage the mansion. I know, Ara smiled. Really, but what the necessary, sister? Ara, you can ask grandma about the necessary. In fact, it is custom. You too should leave your mansion after your wedding. It's common. Taehyung, sister, if my words are the reason for your decision, Taehyung tried to say something, cutting him. Ara, no, Taehyung. I had taken the decision after seeing your ability. I just thought to give her space. I'm sure she will fulfill all our expectations. Lily, no doubt she will. It doesn't mean you should leave Kim Mansion. No, Lily, let me experience the responsibility of my wife. Taehyung, I want you to leave Kim Mansion wholeheartedly. No grudges. Ara, trust me, I have no grudge against anyone. I don't know what I did isn't right. At the same time, I don't think it's wrong. She smiled. Yeah, I hope you will stay in Kim Mansion until our reception. Scott, sure. We too should get our house ready. No need, we need some time, said before Ara said anything. Ara noticed. Ara, it's me and Scott who is going to look after your reception arrangements, right, Scott? Scott, of course, why not? After all, this is my only Taehyung's wedding reception, said plastering a smile. Thanks, said formally. Have you eaten anything, Taehyung? Taehyung nodded no. You come and eat first, Ara. See, do we think of asking this question? Said teasingly. Taehyung smiled at you pleasantly, who blushed with a smile. Taehyung walked to the dining room. You served him breakfast. You noticed Grandma and Dara were talking something in a low tone. Ara nodded okay. And when dialing someone number, Lily rushed to you. Lily, I will help you to pack your things to shift to upper room. Said cheerfully. You glanced at him, who just stopped eating and looked at you, raising his head. Grandma, no, wait, not now. There is a ritual. They have to complete a ritual. Then only you can shift to Taehyung room. Taehyung, Grandma, please. I don't want to perform any damn rituals, okay? Grandma, Taehyung, cutting my. Taehyung, thank God my wedding was held without my knowledge. But this ritual can't happen without your knowledge. Ara, who came cutting the call said. Taehyung, oh sister, please stop torturing me in the name of ritual. Taehyung stood up, finishing his bread, toast, and orange juice. Ara, torture? Like really, Taehyung? Taehyung, then what, sister? Who is my wife? What else do we need to be together? Ara, that's what this ritual is about. It's nothing but your first night. Taehyung was dumbfounded, and you was in bed, as everyone was looking at them. Ara, are not you ready to perform the ritual, Taehyung? Asked teasingly. Without saying anything, Taehyung left the place smirking, leaving you in hell awkward situation. Taehyung walked to his room with a smile. First night. Of course it will be the first night, no doubt. But the purpose of the first night had already been completed, wasn't it? Taehyung thought. He stopped here. Grandma, what are you thinking about, Ara? Asked, seeing Ara in deep thought. Ara, I'm thinking about the real medicine, Grandma. I can't understand who is the cruel person who wanted to strand Taehyung to this extent. Grandma nodded as Taehyung and you glance where Scott Culprit looking on, changing his idea of going to his room. Taehyung came and sat with him, and you also joined him. Taehyung, I too am thinking the same, Grandma. I can't understand why they wanted to keep me mad instead of killing me. They would be jealous of you, Taehyung. They would have done that could not beat your gradual growth. Ara, you is right, Taehyung. Or else why would they keep you mad? Damn, I want to know who is the person behind my madness. If I get to know the person, then he will surely feel bad for making fun out of me, said wonderfully, which made Scott nervous. He wanted to do something about it. The doctor was arrested. He would have been involved in third duty treatment. Then he would spit the complete truth. Then he would also be the behind the bar. It would not happen. Gun. I can't believe such a cruel person is existing in the world. Dang, of course, such persons exist, Grandma. They would be in disguise. We can't even identify their face, said with a hidden meaning. Tell you who you are talking about, Appa. Dang, I suspect some people, but I can't reveal their name as of now. But very soon the culprit will be exposed. Scott sensed Taehyung was controlling his anger. But Taehyung, what if the doctor doesn't say who is behind this? There was an evil smirk on Taehyung's face. Dang, I won't, he said. The special treatment to the doctor is already started, said with a dangerous smile. Ara asked the commissioner to feed the same medicine to him, Taehyung. You should know how it feels like, said gritting her teeth. Scott was trained. Taehyung was already birthful, and Ara was feeding him ideas as if he knew nothing. He signed.